Alright, it's Christopher Foster once again, and this is a request this time from David. The name of this video is Quickie, the House of Jack built. This is a review on the movie House of Jack built, which I've seen the movie. I know I've seen parts and bits and pieces of the movie before, but I've never seen the whole thing. But apparently, Your Movie Sucks made a movie about it, so let's check it out. Yay!
Hey everybody, I've still got some more films to go through from Toronto Film Fest, but I decided I would tackle a couple that I saw at Vancouver Film Fest. These ones will be getting a wide release in the next month or two, so I figured it makes sense. The first of these films is The Favorite, the new movie from Yorgos Lanthimos. It's the same director as Dogtooth, The Lobster, and The Killing of a Sacred Deer, all of which are fantastic movies that I would highly recommend. Now this particular movie is an 18th century period piece, and anyone familiar with the director will notice that that's a bit of a departure from his previous works. Still, he manages to capture much of his signature tone that we're all accustomed to. Once again, this is a film that is tense, bizarre, dramatic, and hilarious. It's incredibly well shot for the most part, although I do have to say that there's one tiny thing about the cinematography that kind of distracted me. There's maybe 3 or 4 shots in the film that use a fisheye lens, and it's just kind of distracting and unfitting. Perhaps if it were more consistent, then it would be something that I would get used to, but they don't show up all that often, so when they do, it just feels kind of out of place. Regardless, like I said, the majority of the shots in this movie look fantastic. It's also incredibly well lit, and the overall presentation kind of reminds me of Barry Lyndon. The acting in this movie is phenomenal. There are no weak performances, but Olivia Colman totally steals the show. She does such an amazing job, and I really hope she at least gets an Oscar nomination or something. She absolutely transforms into this character and displays every emotion so genuinely. Quite honestly, her performance might be my favorite of the year so far. The story in this film and the way it's presented is massively entertaining. I don't really want to spoil anything.
Gotta check that out.
That it's an interesting theory on the private lives of some real historic figures. They basically took real events and then added some creative artistic liberties to explain what's happening behind the scenes. It's very watchable, exhilarating, and disturbing. This is just overall a fantastic movie, and you should check it out as soon as it gets a wide release on November 23rd. Yorgos Lanthimos is a consistently great storyteller, and the talented cast of this film really helps bring it all together. And I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. Who knows, maybe it'll be a 9 the next time I watch it. I don't know, you tell me. Another movie I saw at Vancouver Film Fest was the new Lars von Trier film, The House That Jack Built. Now, Lars von Trier is definitely an interesting director, to say the least. He is responsible for making some of my all-time
This movie was fucked up, man. Antichrist.
Responsible for making some not-so-great films. Either way, at least you can be sure that by checking out one of his movies, you'll be watching something unique, I guess. And that's what I got from this movie, but it was also a very frustrating experience. This is essentially a character study on the director himself and just how far one's head can go up their ass. He is just so fucking full of himself at this point, and it is absolutely obnoxious just how much...
That's a weird-looking cover for a movie.
There's already a pretty shining example of that in Nymphomaniac, and you can see that just by watching my review, I guess. But it seems like it's only getting worse with each movie he makes. There's this pointless narration between characters that essentially just explain the movie to you. Every room for interpretation is just decimated by these characters just explaining shit to you, to the point where it's just embarrassing and comical. Holy shit, that scene with the lamppost was fucking ridiculous. The narration even goes on to start pontificating about the purpose of violence in art and film. And as this narration is going on, we are presented to a clip show of other films by Lars von Trier. It felt like we all paid money to watch him jerk off in front of us. It was so obnoxious, and I get that people are going to say that he was completely self-aware while doing it. There's plenty of people that believe that Lars von Trier is just intentionally making annoying movies now. But even if we assume that, is it not just a little upsetting that he stopped making real movies and is only making fuck you movies now? And that's what this movie felt like. It felt like a big fuck you to anybody that paid to watch it. Even the meat of the film where we're watching
it was ridiculous.
Killing people is just so unrewarding. The dialogue is unbearable and repetitive. The 2.5-hour runtime of this film is not justified at all. They keep playing the same goddamn song that wasn't even that good in the first place. It's not cool, it's not fun, it's not interesting. it's a pretty joyless experience, whether that's the intent or not. Just shut up about the analogies between Predator and Prey. You said it like 50 times. Stop showing the same clip of Glenn Gould playing the piano. You've done it like 50 times. It's an annoying
as
movie
shit.
that I just wanted to shut up. The most consistent emotion that I felt throughout this entire film was just feeling irritated. Now, obviously, this movie markets itself as being some sort of hardcore, brutal murder story.
It's
but
not.
In that sense, it's hardly satisfying. Many of the deaths are just flat-out comical in ways that don't even seem intentional. That CG when the person fell over from getting shot was just laughable. To the movie's credit, it did eventually wind up becoming interesting, but that was only during the last 20 minutes of this 2.5-hour-long film.
Never sit through a movie like this. Too boring.
Is worth it? I'm not sure. I can't really say that I regret watching this film. Part of me even wants to see it again, but I have a funny feeling that that's just a bad idea. Even when the film did
don't
finally
torture
get
yourself.
interesting, it still wasn't amazing. Like, yeah, it got interesting, but it still felt incredibly stupid. If the final 20 minutes of the film wasn't there, then this would just be a complete waste of time. And who knows, maybe there's...
Of all covers of Pig, you picked this one.
But regardless, the meat
That's
of this
stupid.
film is just watching Lars von Trier shove his head super fucking far up his own ass. Even in the end credits, he can't stop jerking off, where you see him credit himself for the concept of the house.
We look stupid as shit.
Anyway, check this one out if you want. Like I said, it is its own movie. Just don't let the trailers fool you into thinking that this is anything other than an incredibly annoying experience. I hope that one day in the future, Lars von Trier starts making movies again instead of just making fuck you movies. Because regardless of his intentions, it is not really something that I enjoy seeing from him. And I'm giving this one a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, shout out to You Movie Sucks, but yeah. A lot of people are telling me that House of Jack Built, oh, it's a brutal movie, it's fucked up, it's so disturbingly disgusting. I'm like, listen, I've seen my fair share of disturbing fucked up movies, okay? There's a whole bunch of fucking movies I've seen that's way more fucked up than this. Hell, there's movies called Gutterballs, Serbian Film, Martyrs, Cannibal Holocaust. Those movies are fucked up. Hell, that Megan movie looks more fucked up than this movie. Hell, there are episodes of the fucking Haunting Hour that's more fucked up and more dark than this damn movie. Like, seriously, watch that fuck. It's a great show, Haunting Hour. There are episodes of that that's more fucked up than this movie. There's even episodes of Goosebumps that are more messed up than this damn movie. Look, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm telling you the truth. This movie's not that bad. Even Cuties isn't that fucking bad. Just don't watch if you don't like it. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of messed up movies, but there's thousands of movies that are more fucked up than this movie. Trust me. But I'm kind of whoring myself out, so I'm going to get out of here. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction. Until then, we'll see you guys later. I'm getting the fuck out of here. My name is Chris Fawcett, and I approve this message.